guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Charlene. How you guys doing out there in YouTube land? I hope everyone is okay. Sanitizing, because that's the order of the day. We can't escape sanitizing and cleaning every surface there is. Yes, guys, but you know, it's all part of the procedure that we have to go through these days with COVID, knowing COVID is still lurking around and ready to get any one of us. So we have to fight the invisible enemy. Yes, guys. So today we're going to talk about Eddie Murphy and Kevin Hart. Yes, from the title you must see what we're going to talk about. And those two guys, they are like, they were needed in our lives. Yeah, put it that way. They are needed in our lives. The reason why I picked Eddie Murphy because he was very, very popular in his days. In his days of comedy, he was very, very popular. Everyone knew him. Everyone knew his movies. Everybody know how he performed, how he act. So they fell in love with him on screen and off screen. So that's the reason why I picked Eddie Murphy. And then he had the stand-up comedy Raw and others to follow, where he sold out stadium, arenas, you name it. He sold out everything. So everybody was in love with Eddie Murphy. Everybody, and still is. He's such an icon. He is such an icon. You can't say the name Eddie Murphy without cracking a laugh. You just can't. You just can't, you know, because yeah. Eddie, you were needed. God knew what he was doing when he made you. Okay? So Eddie Murphy, and he's a real person. He's a real person. Yeah, he's very, very real. And because he did, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he did a song with Shabba Ranks from Jamaica. Yeah, I Am King. I believe the title of it is I Am King. Yes. They did a song collaboration together. I don't know if you guys know that this was a number of years ago. So you can Google it and it will pop up and you will see for yourself that they did a song together. So he also liked Jamaican culture and what we stand for and what we're about. So yeah, Eddie, kudos to you, Eddie. Kudos to you. You are a superhuman being, an iconic figure that people can look up to. And other comedians have looked up to him. Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, just to name a few. Yeah, they have looked up to Eddie Murphy and admire him, his style, his craft, and even Adam Sandler confessed that he worked with the same agent that Eddie Murphy worked with. The same agent, they worked together. So Eddie Murphy has really left footprints in the comedic world. He has left footprints in the comedic world, and people will never ever stop talking about Eddie Murphy and all that he's done. I, for one, I am guilty as charged. I watch all his rerun movies. Yes, with Nick Nolte, that cop show. I love that cop show. Yeah, 48 hours. Yes. And Eddie Murphy did such a stellar performance in all the films, in all the movies that he has made, and he has been making films from the very first day. He started stand-up comedy with SNL. He started with SNL. So yeah, he has doing stand-up comedy. He said to himself that he is the best funniest man alive. He said it. He announced himself as the best funny man alive. So when he met other comedians, he was challenged by them, especially the Wayans brothers. When he met them, he was like, but wait a second, I'm the funniest guy around. So he had to compete with that. But Eddie Murphy, you stand in your own lane. You stand in your own lane. There's no one that can come and knock you off that crown at all. You are your own person. You are your own person. You do everything in your own way. And no one can take that away from you. No one can take that away from you. And you have contributed to charities around the world. And I mean, Eddie was on top. in the 80s and in the early 80s, the late 80s into the 90s, 2000s, okay? And he was then rattled by some lawsuits. People started to sue him left, right, and center. He and his comedic relief program, he mentioned that he got into a bar fight. Yes, he was in a club and his bodyguards were there. And yeah, if you guys watch Raw, he will explain to you what really happened to him. Yeah. So Eddie Murphy, oh, I salute you, sir. I salute you. You are a gem. You are an icon. I can't stop saying it. You are an icon, and you have set the trail for others to follow. And to follow your lead. Follow your lead. And it is such an iconic lead. Not the only person that I can say has put a damper on it has been Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart has sold out arenas around the world. He has sold out arenas around the world. So when Eddie Murphy is telling his jokes, back to Eddie Murphy, when he's telling his jokes, he cracks up sometimes when he's telling his jokes, when he's explaining himself, he cracks up. Yeah, just to show you, and then you are laughing along with him. You are laughing along with him to say, oh my God, this is so funny. This is so funny. But also Kevin Hart is the same thing. He started from humble beginnings, doing comedy, stand-up comedy here and there, till he started to star in movies. And he slowly built his empire. He is so funny. Kevin Hart, you are a funny dude, a short, funny dude. What they say about short people, that they have to talk a lot to make up for their height. Is that so? Well, if that's the case, well, Kevin Hart is doing just that. Kevin Hart is doing just that. So, yeah, as I mentioned, Kevin Hart started from humble beginnings, and he humbled himself. He humbled himself and wait for that day when he was a superstar. He would be a superstar. Wait for that day when he would be a superstar. And he climbed the ladder of success one step at a time, and getting friends from here, there, and everywhere. He was friends with a lot of superstars out of the block. He was friends with Shaq, a lot of superstars, and they too became and fall in love with his style of being funny. And Kevin Hart, when he's telling a joke, he himself is cracking up. Oh, can you not love somebody like that? How can you not follow somebody like that? How can you not just want to just fall on the ground and dead with laughter? Yeah, so Kevin Hart, he has a funny way of presenting his comedic act around the world. He knows how the punchline, he knows when to, and he's telling you to stop laughing and wait for the punchline, because he's laughing before the punchline came about. So he's telling you to wait. Wait for the punchline, and you can't help yourself. You are already cracking up. You can't help yourself when Kevin Hart is explaining his jokes. You can't help yourself. So you feel it from the way down in the tummy all the way up. And you have to crack up. You have to crack up. It is so funny. It is so humorous. I don't know what other words I can describe his jokes, but they are good. They are good and well planned out. And some of the time it's by accident. And Kevin Hart, he is becoming an iconic figure as well. He sold out shows around the world, arenas, and like I said before, he and Eddie Murphy did all of this and have the public falling in love with them because they are real, genuine people. They are real, genuine people, and for that fact alone can sell anything. From you're genuine and you come off as genuine to anyone, you will sell. And trust me, there's no question about it that you're not going to get followers. And Kevin Hart has a lot of followers. So is as Eddie Murphy. So as they climb the ladder of success, you know that people are going to start talking. They're making too much money and they're everywhere. People love them too much. And then lawsuit starts. Yes, guys, the lawsuit starts. Eddie Murphy was knocked by several lawsuits, and that is why he went in the background after a while. No one heard about him. He wasn't doing movies as much as before. And yeah, he took a step back. He took a step back. And Kevin Hart, you know, the one with the lawsuit they were trying to get him down as well. And what Kevin Hart did, cleverly what he did, he said, he came out and he spoke about what happened, what the joke that he told about what happened. I don't want to even go into it. I don't want to even go into it. So the joke that he told is, he said that about whatever he said, he came out and decided that, hey, I am not going to entertain this conversation anymore. He's not going to entertain it anymore. And he came out and he spoke about it, and that was that. That was that. He said, this is where the buck stops. And I'm not going to entertain it anymore. And I don't want any more questions about it. And he addressed it. If Eddie Murphy had done that in the past, maybe back then he couldn't do it because people were still in that state of mind where you can't apologize and then we're going to take it as that. No, people were still not in that state of mind. But nowadays, people are a little bit more understanding. So when Kevin Hart came out and he said what he said, and he apologized, and he said also in his closing arguments that he's not going to talk about this anymore. This will be the final issue on that one topic. You can Google it and see what the issue was when he had it. I don't want to say on my channel. I don't want to follow such negativity and just leave it alone. But I'm just telling you that they were both of them were mirrored by lawsuits and all of that. You understand? Because they were coming up in America and they were having too much money and they were too popular. So they have to find something to take them down. We have to find something to take them down and take away some of their crown. And that never happened. See, Eddie Murphy is slowly coming out of the shadows. He recently did, he recently did Coming to America 2, the sequel. And a lot of people had a lot to say about it. I don't know if because the characters are older now. I mean, when you're younger and you star in a movie, you look fresh and everybody is expecting the first go at you. But when you get older, people tend to have a different take. Yeah, they tend to have a different take on how you look, how you carry yourself, how you carry the film, and all of that. So yeah, so maybe people started to criticize the movie as saying it's not as good as the first one. Well, the original is going to be the original. There's no way nothing can copy that. Once it's the original, and nothing can change it. So people were talking about that, and but I appreciate the fact that he's slowly coming out in the background. He's slowly coming out, making appearances here and there, and making his name be known because he's an icon. Eddie Murphy, you're an icon. Yeah, and you stay true to yourself. I didn't hear a lot about you in the news. Yes, I didn't hear a lot about you in the news. I didn't hear, nothing negative except for those little lawsuits here and there that just popped up and caused you to go in the shadows and not, continue with your career. Yeah. So now that you are coming out slowly, we appreciate the fact that you are starting over or starting at another point. Yes, Eddie Murphy, we appreciate it. I appreciate it because you have made my life so much easier where laughter is concerned. You have put laughter into my life, and I can go, if I'm down and feeling down at any time, I can put on a stand-up comedy from Eddie Murphy, and my day is brightened. Yes, same as Kevin Hart. So the both of them, as I said before, sold on arenas around the world. That's why I picked those two to talk about and present them in this fashion. Okay, guys? And also, before I leave, I just want to say, rest in power, DMX. You will be surely missed by everyone. We have lost DMX, and we salute DMX and say, so DMX, for the body of work that you have performed for us. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you. Okay, so rest in power. And like I said, go ahead, guys, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Subscribe, guys. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.